the enemy, hey, they would know that their end is coming to an end. Okay. Their world is coming to an end. When the Most High send the angels to blow those trumpets, it's all said and done, brothers. Ain't no repenting. Ain't no turning back
it's
from
all
it.
Okay, Numbers chapter 10, verse 9. And if ye go to war,
and if you what?
And if you go to war in your land, against the enemy that oppresseth you.
Wait a minute. Go ahead.
Then you shall blow an alarm.
There's an alarm being blown right now with your brothers and sisters out here on these streets. We're blowing the alarm. We're going to war against an enemy in this land. We're blowing the trumpet right now. It's time to wake up, Israel. What is the name of the organization? The name of this gathering, Chris, that we have done, prophets? Wake up,
Lost Tribes.
Wake up, Lost Tribes Study Hall. Wake up. Wake up. My people is called to wake up, find out who they are, go back to keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God, higher and higher. That's what we're called to do.
And Gospel Central, gospel meaning good news.
Good news.
And the central, the acronyms CNTRO, meaning Christ never takes revelation out. Good news. Christ never takes revelation out. He should be feeding you, and you should be receiving new revelation about who he is and how to walk upright before him.
I thank the Most High for this avenue of getting the word out. Using this vehicle. On this vehicle, I am Elder Caleb, and we do have Prophet Yashika. We are the founders of this network, but the Most High established it for a reason. Everybody can't go into a building. Some people only got radio only. Some people don't watch television. I know, because I worked in that industry. Everybody don't watch TV, but a lot of people will listen to the word and have been doing it. So it is for reaching those souls that get their information this way, and I thank the Most High for it. Okay.
Then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpets.
Then you should what?
Blow an alarm with the trumpets.
With the trumpets.
And ye shall be remembered before the Most High God our power, and ye shall be saved.
And ye shall be what?
You shall be saved from your enemies.
And ye shall be saved from your enemies. The Most High said, blow that trumpet, and you shall be saved from your enemies. When he sent these angels to blow the trumpet, we're going to be saved from our enemies.
Understand, he keeps saying go to war. And if he clearly told us the weapons of our warfare is not carnal, understand when he tells you to go to war, that's why we're focusing on praying today. That's why Elder opened with praying. If my people who are called by my name. Because that is your battleground. That's where the war begins and ends as far as the Most High is concerned.
And you know what? The prophet is bringing that out. Generation to generation. This is something that we do as a nation of people, as Israel today. We keep the holy days of the Most High. This is what we're called to do. This is what we're supposed to be doing. Okay? Everything, look, there is no Feast of Tabernacles. There is no Day of Atonement without the blowing of the trumpets.
That's right.
It is the annunciation of the holy month. That's what it is. It is very important. You know what? Look at what Joshua did. Go to Joshua chapter 6.
All right.
Go to Joshua chapter 6.
Okay. What verse?
Prophet. Let's get a little backstory on it. Starting at verse 10.
And Joshua had commanded the people, saying, Ye shall not shout, nor make any noise with your voice, neither shall any word proceed out of your mouth.
Be quiet. Be quiet. Don't say nothing until the Most High gives a signal, right? Come on.
Until the day I bid you shout. Then shall you shout. So the ark of the Most High God compassed the city, going about it once. And they came into the camp and lodged in the camp. And Joshua rose early in the morning, and the priests took up the ark of the Most High God.
Now look. The ark of the covenant that housed the 10 Commandments, Moses' staff, and other ornaments in there, objects in there, was in the camp, was with Israel. Joshua was in command of it, and the priest was in command of it, right? They were the only one able to carry it and touch it, right? Mm-hmm. They are protecting it, and we getting ready to go into the land. Come on, prophets.
So the ark of the Most High God compassed the city, going about it once, and they came into the camp and lodged in the camp. And Joshua rose early in the morning, and the priests took up the ark of the Most High. The seven priests bearing 7 trumpets of ram's horns before the ark of the Most High went on continually and blew with the trumpets.
That's that number 7. 7 priests bearing 7 what?
7 trumpets of ram's horns before the ark of the Most High went on continually. And blew with the trumpets. And the armed men went before them. But the rearward came after the ark of the Most High, the priests going on and blowing with the trumpets.
Now, brothers and sisters, look. That's not saying that we should be as a people out here marching armed. That's not what this saying.
We keep telling you it's not flesh and blood that we battle against.
This was a day and time that it was civil unrest in the land, and our people had to be protected. The ark had to be protected.
Right.
There were warring factors on the earth that would kill you. Wasn't no police. We had to be our own police. So we had armed men that protected our priests and our people. All right, as a nation of people. Right. But we're getting ready to go into the land. We still got to arm ourselves, though, because our battle is what, prophets?
It's not carnal.
It's not carnal. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers in high places.
Yeah, spiritual wickedness.
Christ said, put on the shield of faith. Pick up your sword of truth.
That's right.
And your helmet of salvation. Cut them with the sword of truth.
And maybe the fire that you have to go through is taking you to another level in your faith. We go from glory to glory.
Yes, we do.
We go from glory to glory, and maybe you need to be like the gentleman in the New Testament said, "Help my unbelief."
Help my unbelief. Look, we know that Peter went from glory to glory because it was a time that Christ told Peter, "Get thee behind me, Satan." Peter was at a certain level.
Right.
Then later on, after Christ was crucified and went to the Father, and was gone. Peter walking by people and his shadow was healing folks. That's a glory to glory. Yeah. We all got to go through our glory to glory.
Yes. Don't give up, but just keep pressing. Move forward. That's why, a man that's putting his hand to the plow and looking back is not fit for the kingdom. So you have to press forward. You have to press forward.
Prophets, you are absolutely right. Look, that blowing of the trumpet is so important for us today. It also can say, you know what? It's an identifier of the valley of the dry bones, raising the dead. Go to 1 Corinthians. I'm sorry. 1 Corinthians. Let's go to 1 Corinthians. Because, sometimes we got to raise these dead bones up. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, prophets. And you can read start at verse 51. Trumpets mean something in the word from the Old Testament to the New Testament. It's an identifier for God's people. But you know what? Different things, it shows different things at different times.
Right.
Come on, prophet.
Behold, I show you a mystery.
Behold, I show you a mystery.
We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump.
At the what?
At the last trump.
At the last trump. Come on.
For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed.
And we shall be changed. Come on.
For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory.
Death is swallowed up in what?
In victory.
In victory. No more death, right?
O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. But thanks be to the Most High God, our power, which gives us the victory through our Lord, Yeshua, the Messiah, Christ. Therefore, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's enough.
Yeah. Brothers and sisters, that right there is showing you the power of the trumpet. You know what? That it shows you the power of the trumpet. There's going to be a last trump, and in that last trump, this corruptible is going to put on incorruptible.
Absolutely.
Prophet, what you got? What you bringing up?
Oh no, just wanting to encourage, kind of emphasizes what we had just said. Therefore, in verse 58 of this Corinthians, therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast,
right?
unmovable, always abounding in the work of Yeshua Christ, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Most High God, our power. Don't turn around. Be steadfast. Be unmovable. Don't retreat. Don't turn back. Keep pushing. Keep pressing.
You have to. You have to.
And even like you said, the trump is so significant. But by us following the feast days, Elder, what I get is that we are conditioning ourselves, because being taken away from it for so long, you know, many people there, you know, it's a custom. You know how we know we know all these crazy holidays, but we don't really, you know, we waking up new to this. We have to try to get in swing,
right?
And so that's why it's so important for us to be on the right calendar,
right?
And lining ourselves up with the Most High, because this is His timing that He set aside for the Israelites, for us. So we're like tuning our ears and getting trained to listen for a trump, because it says the last trump. But if we're not lined up with His holy days, you don't even know a trump means anything, except for it's time. That's a beat,
right?
You know,
right. That's the only trump. The people that's not woke is hearing. They're hearing the beat. You know, and we're praying against that beat. We're praying that the Most High wake our people up before it's too late. Look, prophet, the Most High is infinite in His wisdom. He gives understanding for those that seek Him, right? We went from Moses to Joshua, all right, talking about these trumpets and what the trumpets mean. We know the blowing of the trumpets is the start of something holy for this whole month, right? The Day of Atonement. Get yourself right, and then you know what? You go into the Feast of Tabernacles, and we preach this on that day, the Feast of Tabernacles. But you know what? Everything starts with this blowing of this trumpet, right? That's right. Look what happened, and that's why they took this out of the Bible. But go into the book of Maccabees. This is in your apocrypha. This is in your apocrypha. Which one? If the Maccabees kept the Feast of Tabernacles,
first or second?
First Maccabees. First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 37. All I'm bringing out is that the holy days that our people kept. The holy days our people kept. If they kept the Feast of Tabernacles, they kept the blowing of the trumpet. You had to. You had to. Because the feast of the blowing of the trumpets leads you into the tabernacles. It leads you into the atonement. That's why the Most High said, "What just like it is in heaven, so shall it be on earth." We are supposed to do this according to His will and His way, and what the prophet said on His time clock.
That's right.
What you got there, prophet? First Maccabees in the Apocrypha, chapter 1, verse 37.
Okay, yeah, I guess. All right. It says, "Thus they shed innocent blood on every side of the sanctuary and defiled it." So who are they? I guess that's what I'm going to ask.
These were the strangers that came against the Most High. Let me see here.
29, I think it says, and after 2 years fully expired, the king sent his chief collector of tribute unto the cities of Judah, who came unto Jerusalem with a great multitude.
All right.